Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about Pacquiao. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting batted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Become your rivals, you know the hustle paid. You know you took your lemons and turn them to lemonade. I'm from money where the police are getting with. And that's a true story, that's not something you just say. Undisputed, we're the undisputed ones. We want it to be gangster, yeah, we want it to be dons. We end up in the can and I don't mean a Rubicon. I've always been a champion, I've done this on my ones. I've been running up hills, I've been banging out weights. I've been beating up the heavy bag, I'm training every day. Had to fight for these mills, had to lose a couple mates. Sacrifice after sacrifice, that's the only way. Undisputed, they thought that I could do this. I said I'd be a legend, they all thought I was deluded. The pain's deep rooted, the game's diluted. These rappers aren't gangster, they're all capping in their music. In my soul I can feel it, in my soul I can feel it. There's always been a deeper meaning, I wrestle with my demons. I wrestle with my demons. The road's always been appealing, there was holes in my sneakers. There was holes in my sneakers. I had to go and get that beat and I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know what I'm feeling. I just know that I'm in deep. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1.
So much energy here in the house tonight. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
Saul Canelo Alvarez, a 4-division multi-time world champion. Quite simply one of the greatest of all time. Terrence.
This back.
A lot of trash talk. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Let's see if they go to the body. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
A shot from the gods took him out.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Good, look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the time, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
A lot of effort being exerted here. He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? You'd like to see more jabs. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time, it's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Alvarez in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Come on, man.
And there's the bell for round two. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Will cave, but which fighter will it be? Caution is being thrown to the wind. Nice counter. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Shoot. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight. The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Right hook catching air. This is a high-octane battle. They exchange punches. Nice counter shot. how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's still running.
Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the bell rings and we start the third. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns and you're...
One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year. I'm Todd Grisham, and there is a buzz in the air here tonight. We're at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tail of the tape. This is Muhammad Ali, weighed in at 210 pounds, and he stands 191 centimeters tall. And his opponent, Deontay Wilder, 6'7" tall, with that massive 83. Muhammad Ali, and now making the walk. He's looked sensational as he just beat the Bronze Bomber, Deontay.
This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, Introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, the Louisville Lip, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a double...
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight tonight? What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. It's all offense all the time. Punch, counter punch. No rest for the weary. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Perfect counter shot. What a day it has been, Johnny, but finally now our main event, and the crowd is still hyped.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How they...
Whoa, Johnny! Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! And this fight is over. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I've got to see that.
You are right. Get out of here.
Not many people